Welcome to Creating Grin, where a group of us sit around ye old table, this one right here, playing Dungeons & Dragons. My name is Eric, and I have the pleasure of being your Dungeon Master for this chapter of our tale. Playing in my homebrew fantasy world on the continent of Alteratus are the players. To my right, we have...
I like the other table better. I'm Katie, playing Arcanist, a tiefling rogue who really hates stairs.
Oh, like not... Okay, I got it. Go ahead. Like stairs or like stairs?
Like stairs.
Like steps.
Yes.
Like the 6 days of stairs.
I know, but I was like staring.
No.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Alright, and anyways, I'm Brian. I play Kelbrix Goldfound, a human war cleric. And yeah, Kelbrix,
he's feeling a little cursed.
just a little bit, yeah. His mind is going off in multiple directions, multiple times. It's fun.
And I'm Jason, playing Gorath Thunderfist, Goliath fighter. I'm at home on the stairs, and they don't bother me. Kelbrix is just talking to things as normal.
And joining us, a special guest.
Oh. I'm Ashley, also known as Fiamette Fizzlebang. You might have heard this before. Same Fiamette. A little bit more advanced in life, though. We've promoted ourselves up to tavern owner, making our way in the world.
For more on that, check it out on Patreon. You'll see it.
At patreon.com/criteatinggrin.
Yeah. So, finding the crazy elf, known as Viessa, Brian.
Yes, Niessa. Yes.
Okay.
Nestle?
Nestle.
Finding out that she was affected by a cursed item or artifact, an hourglass of dragon motif, is known as the Hourglass of Scales, with the strange red sand or particles inside. You've acquired that. You have given Viessa rest, and you were almost confronted once again by the Arcanist, who seemed to be on your heels. But you escaped. You fled through the gates, up a large amount of steps that Ari absolutely loves.
Yep.
And for nearly a week's time, traversed the mountains of the Demon's Spine, climbing into the thinner and thinner air. Yes. Finding the White Walk monks in the city of White Walk, as you've been invited to partake in a dinner and discuss things further. And that is where we pick up. In the evening time, dinner is set. Monks are providing food and meal for not only just you, but several other adventurers or travelers. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to take a look at some of the other travelers that are up here.
Sure.
See if any of them seem a little off.
Sure. That would be an investigation. Oh, that'd be an insight check.
Insight? Oh, we're doing vibe checks?
I'm doing a vibe check.
I would also like to do a vibe check.
Hell yes.
Apparently his was better than mine. I have a 13.
27. 19 plus 8.
Vibe check was very good.
Very wise.
So the food is well prepared. Gorath, you're just pleased. There is lamb, steak, there is various forms of
Mountain
meat,
goat.
chicken, goat, sure, cheeses, some vegetation there as well. The ale is remarkably good. It is like it's like one of those things that you drink, you're like, wow, that's just so good, I need another drink, and before you know it, you've finished your pint. As they brew, like most of the monks do, they brew their own concoction of ale. And they are very happy to provide you with it. Looking around the room, Kelbrix, you notice that there is 2 unique people inside this room. One, would you like to give a description of what Fiamette looks like for our viewers and listeners?
Why, yes. Hey, I can drop here and bring it up.
Come on, B&B, don't understand.
Alright, I had. Here we go. Small. 3'7". I can't tell because I probably have like a little blister cushion under me so I can like look people in the eye. I've got pretty tan skin and like a dark golden blonde hair. I'm also got pretty bright sapphire eyes, so those kind of pop out. A little bit of a crazy look in my eye. Definitely been enjoying the ale.
And the second person will be a human male who seems a little shifty. We'll say has light brown hair, probably brown eyes. He's dressed in adventurer's clothes, has a backpack, not wearing it but nearby, cloak, and seems to be conversing with several of the monks. Those are the two that stand out amongst the ones that are in the room. There are several others, but they're more of just maybe casual travelers or explorers. Or maybe they got lost and the monks found them and the monks were helping or something like that. It's not inconceivable. So your story is what the monk says. Do tell us. The half-elf and the human. Well, go on, Kelbrix, tell me. That's what somebody will say.
Well, there's a group of individuals. You may have heard stories of them known as the Call of the Raven.
They both look at each other. Never heard of them.
It's a group that is interested on, well, causing chaos throughout the world. We are currently in the process of trying to prevent that from happening and prevent certain items and artifacts from falling into their hands. And we believe one such artifact may reside somewhere in the city of White Walk.
They both look at each other and then look to you.
So, that is what we're doing here.
I thought you said it was a long story, is what the half-elf was going to say.
I decided to summarize it.
Oh, Cliff Notes is what they say.
Cliff Notes, as they say.
Yes, we're on a cliff.
That's where they were created, up here.
Yes, obviously.
Along the way, I found a book of festivals. Do we have any festivals up here in White Walk?
They both go, no, at the same time. It's like an echo.
Wonder we should remedy that.
We harvest and grow things up here in White Walk. We also brew and concoct different ales and
Wonderful! It's a perfect festive environment.
But it's not a sanctioned festival. You can call it one if you wish. Whatever makes you happy.
Right. I can tell you about the different creatures that we have visited and seen upon our way. It is wondrous away from the mountains.
They'll both be interested.
All right.
That'll lead into a tangent. Fiamette, go ahead and give me a perception check as you were kind of taking in the atmosphere and looking around yourself.
Okay.
What am I?
Got a 12. So that'll be a 17.
Okay, so 17 is pretty good. You are going to notice one female sitting at a table with a female tiefling, a human male, and a Goliath fighter, sorry.
At this point, I have got my hands out like this to describe a turtle shell.
It's very animated.
Turtle then.
And
Turtle shell.
the human female you see sitting there, you notice that she brandishes a symbol of the Arcanist. She kind of turns and looks around and kind of swings and hangs. So do with that what you will.
Do I know they didn't spend a lot of time in non-monster form, but do I remember these adventurers from however long ago?
No.
Alright.
It's non-canon.
Oh,
The non-canon
that's
one
non-canon.
One shot.
Nope, this is the first time you're seeing these people.
Guys, I will tell you about a great bear. We're going to visit, and one day I will see my friend again.
Yes. That's interesting. Excuse us, and they'll both stand and excuse themselves.
Real quick, before that,
Yes, please make it fast.
there is an individual that we did hear words of, and I'm going to say it is somebody known as the Obsidian One. I'm going to say that and see what their reaction is.
They both look at each other and then look to you. You make an insight check if you like.
Can I vibe check?
Fine. Give me a vibe check.
I want to give a vibe check. I'm not going to give a vibe check.
I will. It's 24 for me, 16 plus 8.
Okay, their reaction seems to kind of give off said vibes on the vibe check. There's something there. They know or have heard the name before.
Yeah, it's something we've come across, but don't really know much about.
Do excuse us. We'll be back. That's what he says. The two of them walk off, kind of tucking their hands into the robes and sauntering away.
That doesn't sound good.
I think they're just taking some time to process the different creatures that we've seen along the way.
Yes, Gorath's stories do sometimes take a while to process.
Yes, they do. That's what Sandra was saying.
I will be openly glaring over my mug of ale at the Arcanist symbol.
Okay, passive perception 26. You take a look around and keep seeing this gnome, correct?
Yes.
Yes, kind of glaring directly at Syndra. It's an obvious glare. It's one you as a rogue have probably used a time or two or had used on you.
Syndra, do you know a gnome?
I mean, I know many gnomes. Why?
That one's glaring at you.
Which one? She looks around like
There's
obviously.
like one gnome in this place.
Oh, I've had a few drinks. That's what she said. I don't know that gnome. And the gnome, or Syndra will look back at you, Fiamette. Now there's an uncomfortable stare. This is a very uncomfortable stare. Should I break eye contact?
Stern contest. Don't be weak.
Feel the urge to blink.
Don't blink.
Her eyes are like daggers.
Be stronger than her, Syndra.
Oh, she turns away.
Tell you about gnomes. They are very tiny, so sometimes they have to look intimidating to make up for their lack of size.
Now, Gorath, it would be interesting if you got that monk to sit on your shoulder. How many drinks have you had?
Well, how long we been?
So, Ari, you look back to notice that the glare is still glaring. Even though Syndra has kind of like maintained, like she's looking back.
Focused on the table.
I don't want to look now. It's just, it's weird.
Not known for my social skills.
Gorath, do you want to make a new friend?
Please.
Of course.
She's
Yes.
right over there.
Go talk to that gnome.
Gorath will get up and proceed to walk over to you.
I'll probably not even care about your rival, just still staring at the symbol, mumbling under myself.
Hello, small one.
Stupid Arcanist. I'll look up some more.
Look up a little more.
Looks
Hello?
like you would like to go speak with us. Well, come sit over here instead of just staring. Come.
How forceful are you being with this? Come with
Not
us.
being forceful,
Okay.
just being Gorath.
Say,
Which by Gorath, not forceful is also semi-forceful.
Putting it on.
I was gonna say, am I just being like, what you think is a nice, like, this?
Yeah,
Pretty much a, like,
Yeah, it's basically not shoving you, but like gently rinsing Gorath, pushing you along. Like you were a child.
about that height. But I am tall for a gnome.
You are tall
Have
for
you
a
know.
gnome. You are a very tall gnome. Hello, little gnome. These are my friends. I have Kelbrix. I have Ari. Alcoholic. That's her
Are you
last name.
drinking?
That's her name, is Ari Alcoholic.
I trust the alcoholics.
And then I have Sandra.
Syndra, that's what she says, as she like tries to avert her gaze to the gnome who's probably like looking at her still.
Yeah.
And it's Kelbrix.
I said Kelbrix.
I love how you're the only one whose name he actually gets, well, kind of right.
Alcoholic.
Its name is Ari Alcoholic.
It's Ari Arcanis.
Why are you staring at me is what Syndra's going to say.
Oh, just
It makes
right
me feel
into it.
uncomfortable.
Okay.
I didn't do anything to you.
Yes, you have.
No, I have not.
Your whole organization.
Excuse me? Is what she
Nothing but
says.
menaces. There will be probably a little hiccup in that. Might be able to tell I'm a little,
Intoxicated?
yes, just a little. I do.
I think you have me in my organization for someone else, is what she says. Confused.
Looks like an Arcanist symbol. Smells like an Arcanist symbol.
Did
She
you
quickly,
smell it?
grab.
I smell the
She
stink
will
from
quickly
here.
grab the symbol and
Okay.
kind of begin to tuck it in, looking around.
I've already seen it. You can't unsee it.
Okay, well, what did they do?
They're always trying to say that my inventions, wonderful inventions, help people. They're beautiful. That they're illegal magical items, or they won't let me find the fun magical items that then I could use to make even better magical items. But no, we can't have that.
That is a thing about, controlling the magic.
Yes.
So,
Very annoying when you're trying to experiment with the magic.
it's not exactly hurtful,
As a matter of fact, I am against the Arcanist currently. They've showed the true colors.
Well, then what is wrong with the conversation being had right now? I think we're all on the same wavelength. Right now, the Arcanists are a bit of a pain.
Yes, I can agree with that.
Let's drink to it.
I will hold my mug up, probably slosh some on the table a bit. So why do you still wear their colors then?
I was currently in need of a arcane focus, and this was a gift given to me by my friend Ari.
Yes. Well,
The tiefling, right there.
I will pull out my arson's tool patch and say yes. You have to stick with the good old arcane symbols here. Gotta have your focus. Probably also pull out a little, it'll be a mechanical fox. I don't know. Just kind of waddle around the table.
Interesting. There's
See?
literally a robotic fox on our table now. That's what Sandra was saying.
Yep, good job.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. This is
I have so many more creations.
amazing.
If only I had more fun things to tinker with.
Yes.
Why are you looking at me when you say these things? It still makes me uncomfortable, is what she says. I'm not part of them anymore. I was actually taken prisoner by them, interrogated wrongfully. I've uncovered some of their secrets.
My gaze will soften. And then it will turn sharp. Secrets, you say?
Yes, but I do not wish to discuss them currently.
So what brings you here?
Well, in my spare time from making wonderful inventions and all the new rage items, I also have recently acquired a tavern. So, of course, come from a family of tavern masters and brew keeps, so we have some skills anyways in our family, but branching out on my own, trying to establish my own line, and
Gorath, get that look
ale.
off your face. I can see what you're planning. We're not opening up a restaurant.
How are you with creating fine food and meat?
Ah, yes. Have some wonderful elven elves that do the cooking for me.
Some wonderful elven elves.
Elven elves.
Oh, I'm glad they're
From
elven.
the Keebler tribe.
I guess.
Do they sit on shelves?
Yes.
Have we tried elven meat before?
Are we talking meat made by elves or from elves?
You can't eat the elves.
You just said elven meat. So just
It is
clarifying.
very hard to find.
As this conversation takes a very interesting twist, that is when you are going to be approached your table, that is, and they will come towards the side that you are, Kelbrix.
Okay, perfect.
3 robed individuals, the human, the half-elf, and now what appears to be a half-orc, standing much taller. He will look down and he'll say, "You've inquired about the Obsidian one."
Yes, it's a name that we've come across in our travels.
The human will say, "Allow us to introduce the head monk here at the monastery. This is Grumsh," is what he'll say.
Grumsh?
Yeah.
Is it
Excellent
that
work
key?
there.
It is. It's spelled differently than the one. That's all I know. Spell it completely differently.
Okay, well, hi, Grumsh. Yes, it was just as I said in our travels, a name that has come up. That's quite odd. So, you know of the Obsidian one?
We have knowledge of the Obsidian one, yes.
Do I have knowledge of this?
Make a history check. It's gonna have to be a good one.
Do they have anything to do with anything alchemical or...
Mm.
Okay. I get advantage on those, so you always gotta double check.
Right.
Let's see, 7. And...
I like how your dice are themed for the weekend.
Yes, they are. I don't know if anyone would like to see their red, white, and blue star dice.
Nice. What was your total?
Well, it says +9, but I'm pretty sure that they, for my history, I think they're taking into my, gnome. So I'm not really sure I have that. It's a 16 if we do it that way, but...
What's it normally give you, like a +5?
I get a double proficiency for my skill, but I have a +9 on D&D Beyond.
So your proficiency bonus. What's your proficiency bonus?
Yeah, should be +4. 4 if you're a level 9.
So then add 1. So you had like a 7. You rolled a 7.
Yeah, well, actually that might be true, because I do have, intelligence is my highest, so, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with an 8. So yeah, you don't know anything about this obsidian one.
I do have a question. How much of an effect is this having on me currently? Little?
It's a little effect. It's doing you more damage than anything right now.
Okay.
You probably
hurting?
Yeah, you probably would have at this point averaging like 1 point of damage a day.
Oh, okay.
You can long rest it off easily.
Yes, what information can you provide about the obsidians?
And it was once a troublesome dragon that was dealt with by heroes, 3 of them to be exact, a long time ago, or likely before you were born.
Quite possibly, yes. Not that old. Yes, if it's more than, 40-some years, yeah, quite a bit. Any other information that you might have?
I mean, we have information. What are you looking for?
Well, we believe that,
They're trying to resurrect him?
well, we don't know if they're trying to resurrect him or they're trying to use artifacts from him to bring about chaos in the world. And they, of course, would be the Call of the Raven.
Ugh, ravens. Despicable. I just love my drunken ramblings.
We have never heard of this cult. I must be nothing if we haven't heard of them. No concern on us, as we're saying.
Come up here and kill everyone. I think you'll have a different opinion.
They can try.
Okay. Well,
Completely burned river, Ryan.
Would not be the first.
Have I had a chance to speak to Grumsh about the White Walk Ale? Or have
You would have spoke with another monk, but not Grumsh directly.
Definitely gonna insert myself. So, Grumsh,
Yes.
I don't know if you know if I'm here for this, if anyone's told you about the wonderful establishment that I'm trying to make the name of the world, and I would like to have some of your ale to sell in my fine establishment.
I have heard of this. The monks have approached me about that, and I'm contemplating it.
You should say yes.
Again, I am contemplating it.
How much longer do you have to contemplate it?
Still contemplating.
All right.
Ask him again.
I'm sure he'll definitely say yes this time.
The gnome is direct. That's wonderful how they are.
While that interaction was taking place, I'm going to quickly whisper to Ari, how truthful should we, how open should we be? What do you think?
Well, I mean, I don't think he gives two shits about what we're doing here, so... I don't think trying to explain it to him anymore is going to help.
Okay.
Unless you think he's lying.
Oh, they're definitely hiding stuff from us. Well,
I can tell you this. What you seek is not in these holes. It's a
these
place
ones.
This is a place of peace, is what he says. Seek further to the higher peaks if you wish to find the answers you're looking for.
Ooh, quests. Always fun on a belly full of ale.
What answers do you think we're looking for?
Ones that you have questions for. Which are obviously about the subsidiary.
Because you're not giving us any information.
That's my job. I'm going to be cryptic.
It's a great job.
they are monks.
They are wise. They live on top of the mountain. They are great. They're great people.
Enjoy the hospitalities and drink. Have a good evening. And he will walk away. The half-elf is like, my apologies. My apologies. Step away.
Looks like I'll be waiting here for a few more days.
So the question is, do you think the dungeon is below here or further up the peak like he was stating?
I'm pretty sure it's further up the peak, like he stated, just what the Santa was going to say.
Sandra seems to think it's further up the peak.
How long have I been?
Huh?
How long have I been?
Well, sure. I guess we go off the peak. Just want to try and sneak around tonight.
I don't think I would do that. That's what you're going to say.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I tried that last night.
Oh yeah, you're still here.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing here again?
Well, now I'm curious. I love a good quest. Always fun. I also love a good magic item. Heard several of those.
What? We
Haven't heard of this obsidian one.
magic.
I heard magic items.
You said obsidian one. Who's a dragon?
Yes.
That's been dealt with.
Yes.
Maybe, maybe not. If they'd been dealt with, you guys wouldn't be up here investigating the name, right?
Dealt with.
So,
I mean, maybe we're researching.
alright, I'm
Alright.
gonna lay level with you. I've been waiting up here for several days. Bored out of my mind. Just let me tag along with you. I'll give you a free drink and ale next time you stop by my tavern.
Here's your tavern?
Your tavern will be towards the east.
Do we know the
That way.
city name? I guess it.
It is a roadside tavern then.
Okay.
And
Oh.
It's along the eastern
It's
road.
the name of it is the Naughty Nightcap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know the Naughty Nightcap, but I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, we need that one.
Huh?
We need that one.
right.
It's literally not on that map.
It's just
It's,
demon side.
hang on, it's
Yeah,
on
no, it's all good.
this map.
Waiting for it to load.
Oh,
Haha, yes, that one.
Yes.
correct.
Okay.
Well, there really are no little towns. Maybe I'll just start a little town.
Did you say free room and drink? Is what Cinder will say.
I figured that'd pique Gorath to us first.
They can come along. This one has spirit.
I'll take a very considering look up at the Goliath. Maybe in a limited fashion, depending on how long you stay.
Perhaps we could use another person on this quest.
Possible.
I'll meet you. Small. I'll meet you.
Hey, I am tall for a gnome, I'll thank you very much.
You definitely are tall.
Yes.
Sure, very tall.
As I'm standing on the chair and still not at Gorath's height.
Correct.
I could stand on the chair and still not be at Gorath's height. Yeah, sure. Why not? The more, the merrier.
Oh, thank God, because last time, like I said, last night, I went and was trying to fiddle with some of the candlesticks and make some fun things, and was not appreciated. I was going to make them turn on and off with motion sensing. I think it'd be a wonderful device. I only took 24.
That's several.
Sorry, this is why we lock up magical items. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't do that anymore.
No, obviously don't.
You're not very good at it to begin with.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
So you guys will be offered a place to stay for the evening.
Okay.
So you have one night stay here in the comforts of the monastery. Your meal is delicious. You are able to drink as your fill, as they would say. So you'll be showed to basically some very basic quarters whenever you're ready. Is there anything you guys wish to do before turning in for a long rest?
Well, if you're going to be joining us, what do we call you?
Fiamette, at your service. You can call me Fee.
That's what I was going to call you anyway. So it's fine.
All right.
Very easy to remember. I'm of the Fizzlebang gnome tribe, if you've ever heard them, and our wonderful... What do I want? Ale? We'll say we specialize in ale. Fizzlebang ale.
So why do you need their ale?
Yeah. I have to branch out for my family name.
No.
You know.
Alright.
I'm gonna create my tavern. You have to have a wide variety. It's gonna be like the hot spot.
Oh.
People are gonna come from all over to sample my wonderful...
You know, domestics, IPAs, all those things.
Lagers.
Lagers.
Paleos.
I'm infusing some ciders now.
Alright.
Just in time for the fall season.
Right.
What season is it currently?
I mean, you guys are in summer currently.
Okay.
Like midsummer-ish.
Oh, good, perfect timing.
So yeah, you guys will take a long rest.
Yeah.
Yes. Sophie, you're a tinkerer.
Yes. Yes.
You want to take a look at something?
I've got gadgets and gizmos galore.
Haha, who's assumed points? Whoa!
Do you think you might be able to determine what's inside of this?
Oh, well played, sir. Inspiration point, but you've already got one.
Yes. And I will pull out the beautiful hourglass with red, ornate, odd sands.
And the sand is running slow.
Ooh, very slow. Must be enchanted in some way.
So you can make a... Let's start off with an investigation.
Okay. Plus 5 on that. Alright. I'll be at 23.
Okay. This has definitely got the workings of magic, for sure. It's not a... like a cog and gear type of mechanism. This is definitely magic. So you can give me an Arcana check.
Wait. I think I have advantage. Just double check. Yes. Okay, thank goodness, because the first one probably wouldn't have done anything. But 15 plus 9.
Okay.
Yeah, 20.
24.
Thank you.
So, first of all, you're going to spend probably 15-20 minutes really working this thing over. I need you to give me a Constitution save, and I need you to give me a Constitution save.
Okay. I think I'm done. I think I get advantage on those.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Hey.
That's a good idea.
Very well used inspiration.
That's good.
Okay. Got a nat 20.
Okay.
So do I.
You have a sudden urge to take that back from Fee.
Especially when I pull out my toolkit.
You take 1 point of psychic damage.
Okay, alright.
Which is kind of, it gives you a little headache or burning sensation in your fingertips.
I'll set it down for a second when I feel kind of woozy.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
The
definitely some magic going on here.
24 is able to reveal that there are hidden or secret draconic runes or strange runes. What languages do you speak?
I do not
Half draconic?
have Draconic,
Okay.
but I do have a spell, I'm pretty sure,
Ooh.
that...
What
What are your comprehend language?
Yeah, comprehend languages.
Okay.
I think it's written, right? Yep, understand any written language you see. I will go ahead and
Cast
cast
it.
that.
Okay.
That would have been useful like 80 episodes ago.
Okay. Here's the trick. Here's the fun. It works. It triggers. You know that it is a base language of a form of draconic, but the spell. How do I want to put this? The actual language is beyond the spell, if that makes sense. So the spell reveals what type of language it is. It is a form of draconic, but it's still very it's almost as if these runes or this language is beyond the scope of the spell, which means it's pretty powerful and crazy.
Right.
Beyond, yeah.
You'll hear me kind of circling around it, and you're like, yes, okay. Definitely Draconic, but, can't really read it.
The other thing you will know when making your Arcana check is it's not sand inside of there. Instead, it appears to be ground up like crystal.
Ooh. Magic crystal?
It is, and it's a crystal you've come across in the past. You can use it as currency. It's called Tears of Cillian. What that is essentially, it happened during the Surge, and not to take too much time, but when the Surge happened, the wells of magic, this one in particular, kind of erupted. And when it did, this is like the arcanic residue with these tiny little gems and crystals that are very powerful, and they're used in a lot of items. Yes, correct. So you've used them in the past. You know they are they're usually used as a catalyst for a lot of things, giving the arcane nature and power. It's very valuable. You would say that alone probably worth 1,500 to 2,000 gold pieces.
I could do so much with that.
Yes, no.
But I can put it back. Just unscrew a little. You wouldn't even notice. But
Said
what?
draconic.
Yes, it is. Some type of base draconic. Very weird. Normally, I'm a lot more astute in these matters, especially when I've, got a little bit of a arcane punch behind it. But...
Upon examining it further, you also know this. It is like the construction of it and certain designs and motifs that you would have worked with in the past. It seems to be maybe some form of ancient chromatic dragon. So we're talking
the motifs.
Yes, mixed with the language. All these puzzles and these clues are all going to fit together to say this. So that's what you guys will get off of that so far.
That's nice.
You definitely know you know what it is. You know it's cursed. You've pretty much figured that part out.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the rules of D&D, you can't tell if an item's cursed.
I know it's cursed. I don't know what the curse is or does entirely.
Prolongs life while destroying your mind.
Well, that's one of its
Possibly.
effects.
Maybe, just maybe.
That's definitely one of its effects, but who knows what other effects it may
It's
or
good
may
information given and acquired.
Are the runes something she would be able to copy down?
Yeah, she can point them out, and she could show you them.
But they don't look like the other ones we've seen.
They look very similar, yes. The ones you saw in the cipher?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a form of...
So we'd be able to translate it?
You could, except for the letters you have,
Yeah.
don't appear to be on it.
Okay.
You only got like 7 letters that were...
No, we figured out.
Yeah, but we figured out,
more.
like...
We've gotten 15 total.
Yeah, 15 and 17.
If you want to try to spin... I'll allow that. If you want to try to do it.
Sure.
Go ahead and give me a... What do we call this? Let's just do an investigation.
Okay.
We'll do a combination of searching for the rings and trying to put them together.
Yeah, I rolled a 1, so that's a 6.
I rolled a 7, so that's a 7.
I would say you spend
love
a
that
significant amount of time and
We can't crack it.
can't crack the code.
Do they have the cipher out where I could see it?
That's up to them. I don't know.
That's more or less up to Ari.
I'm a trustworthy little gnome.
We have these ones.
Ooh, very
And then
interesting.
We have some other ones. Possibly.
Kind of peruse this for a moment, and I make an investigation check.
Sure.
All right. Nothing like a good puzzle.
Gorath seems a little bored. Like he's
Gorath is just drinking.
He's
It's some
longing
great
for
ale,
Downton
isn't
Woo.
it?
Ooh, the high altitude.
Oh, that's a 19 for... I'm going to pull out a scribble pad and definitely try to...
Sure. It's going to take some time.
If it looks like she's doing well, I'll give her the rest of the ones.
I popped into one of you guys' rooms, and I've just stayed here all night.
The rest of the letters we have so far.
Oh, wonderful! And you'll just hear me muttering. Occasionally you hear a motels.
Do you
All
need to
right.
see what letters we have?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You have 15 letters that you figured out, correct?
Yeah, that's what we'd figured out so far.
17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Well, it's like over half of the alphabet-ish.
17.
Okay.
17.
I would say with
alphabet is 260.
Yeah. It depends.
Thank you.
so it's going to take you several hours, but you are able to come up with something that says, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Beware the curse of the obsidian one.
Nice, yes. I do believe that letter is here. Rotate a little more. Or rotate the table, since I assume every time I get a little handsy with it, I can see Kelbrix over there, like,
Twitching.
little bead of sweat going down his brow.
Yes, that was super helpful.
Yeah, yes. I do believe I have cracked the code. And hopefully I'm right. Beware the curse of the obsidian one. Don't know if that was, just in my brain but yeah, I really feel like this letter here, and then you see if you take it with the context of this one here. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I think that's what it is.
You seem stressed, Kelbrix.
Was that Syndra or was that Cillian?
no, that was Syndra.
Was the other voice in your head?
Yes. Which voice was that? Or was it the other? Yeah.
So, ciphering, figuring out beware the curse of the obsidian one on the cursed magical artifact. You guys will turn in for the evening, get your long rest completed, and start a new day will be upon you.
Yay.
You will be shown hospitality by the male and the half-elf monk that brought the three of you in. The monk that you met with to discuss your ale acquisition will tell you it's going to be a few more days. We will get back to you. My apologies. Grumsh has many decisions to make. That's what he says.
Signs point
It's a very
to
easy
no.
one. Yes, I can make very easy. Save everyone time.
My apologies. And he starts backing off as he like nods. My apologies.
After the last probably week or so, they've become very used to my. Well, at least can I start tinkering with things again?
Goodbye. So I'm assuming you find Fiamette, or the four of you will gather together.
Or she will find you because you're the
Or
most
that.
interesting thing.
Or that. Gathering all your gear, you'll be provided with 4 days' rations that are courtesy of the 2 monks that brought you in. The half-elf will tell you, climb the peaks to the north. You will find what you're looking for. Here, take this. He'll hand over a bag of climbing gear.
Oh, thanks, man.
He looks around, very strange, as if suspicious of eyes or ears. Please, take the gnome with you. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't worry, man, we are.
We might lose her up there too.
Anyway, he will give you the blessings. He will wish you safe travels. He gives you some climbing gear. Tells you to climb the peaks to the north. And then he will hastily make his way.
Oh boy.
So,
Sounds
without taking too much time, I'll have you guys make a survival check, a group survival check. If you pass the group survival check, then you will not get lost. You will find your location.
I will not get lost. I am a mountain.
That's true. Never gets
Or I does not get lost.
Gorath just decided to go in a different direction.
Oh, Cinder, why?
Sandra, no.
Advantage or no advantage?
No advantage.
Okay.
Just a straight roll. What does everybody got?
17. 10 and 7.
17, 13,
Excellent.
and 4.
15.
Excellent.
18.
Okay. You guys will find the direction you're supposed to go, and you will locate kind of roughly what he told you, the peaks to the north. And you will be able to spot something. You believe there is, like, several hundred feet up. It looks as if there is some sort of, like, jutting out, like a platform, or the way the cliff or the mountain is shaped kind of, like, goes out to, like, a ledge of some sorts. You're pretty sure it looks like there's some sort of archway or doorway past that. It's very difficult to see. It's very high up, and angles are not your friend. Looking, but it's very suspicious and about the only thing you've spotted up to this point that looks curious.
Lovely.
There is a lot of ledges and juts that can be climbed. The climbing gear is enough for all of you, so you all will be equipped with it. It is going to take several athletics checks to make it to the top. So,
Is this like
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna look up that mountain. And I'll look down at my very, very skinny little gnome arms. Then I'm gonna wander over to my mountain friend. So, how do you feel about having a lookout on your back or shoulders as you're climbing?
That would be wonderful.
I can harness myself in.
You could create this. Yeah, that's right.
sure. So you guys will fashion some sort of like child papoose or something.
I mean, I'm assuming because I can carry stuff larger that this isn't going to be a issue.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, she makes a very good valid point. She's got an extra set of eyes. I mean, it may not be bad. Look up.
This is probably a very commonly used pathway. We just have to find the right notches to put our gear in.
Wouldn't want you to, make any missteps. I'm here for you.
Okay.
Sure. Alright, Gorath, you go first then.
Easily.
Are we going one at a time or are we doing a group check?
Oh, I guess.
You tell me. I
Yeah,
don't care.
group check's fine.
Yeah, group check.
Okay.
That's better.
So Gorath will have advantage because he has an extra set of eyes.
And then this is athletics, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Without being.
I will even... No, I'm only allowed in athletics. You can't weasel out of this one. Sorry.
It's okay.
literally climbing.
That's, yeah. There's no acrobatics to climbing.
Right.
It's all out.
I'm parkouring up the
No,
mountain.
too far.
I mean,
Not even.
no, she's parkouring up the mountain.
Parkouring up the mountain.
Okay. What does everybody have?
Nat 22.
Wow.
I got a 22, but not that.
I got an 8.
Cinder also had an 8. Okay. 22, 22, 8. Okay. Difficulty. Okay, you're just going to get past the difficulty.
Average is 5 or 15 per person. You know,
That's what I've been doing. So you guys you're gonna take you about an hour and a half to climb it. I mean, it's a pretty good climb. You know, working to make sure that your ropes are secured, your pythons are, in the proper place.
Gorath will be telling you stories
And I'm
about
assuming-
climbing the mountain.
What'd you say? Pythons?
I said pythons are pythoned.
Sure, there you go.
Ropes are tight.
I'm assuming you'll probably leave your gear, like the rope, your line of rope for you.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. You will make it to the top, and when you do, this is what you will
Be
see.
attacked by a dragon. Oh, maybe?
Hang on.
This is exactly what we
Attacked
It just looks
by an
dark.
obsidian dragon.
It looks dark.
The obsidian dragon.
I
defending
can turn on
his
the
city.
vision, saving. There we go.
Okay.
That's what you see.
There's some more fucking stairs.
Yes, there are more stairs.
Look, if a goat can get up here, you can get up here. You'll have horns as well.
That does not compute, sir.
They use the horns as ballast.
No, I don't think so.
Alright. How do your feet look? Do you have goat feet?
No! Not that kind of tiefling.
Okay, so you all made it to the top. And you can see that there's several set of steps that have been carved in and lead up to a kind of a top point or a higher point, and there does appear to be some sort of doorway or archway.
I guess we're going there.
Yeah.
Yay!
Sure. Group will move up and around.
Okay. You approach this door. There's a large symbol carved into it of the Arcanist. There's 3 squarish looking holes that are placed right around where the door handle would be.
I wonder what that could be. Is there any other symbols in these holes, or just holes?
Just square holes.
Not that one. This one it is.
There's also several dead bodies or corpses around here. Skeletal corpses.
Oh, love
Cool.
Skeletons.
It's
A lot
been
of
a
that
while.
for us.
Do they have any gold on them? No.
No, they've literally been picked clean. Bones and gear.
Alrighty, so I am gonna hopefully follow the symbols on this little map.
Okay.
They are very tiny.
They are very tiny. Put your various tokens on there that you can
Where's the map? Ah, there it is.
Sorry, there's a bunch of papers over there.
Just one quick thing.
Yeet.
Okay, good. This is north. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't weird.
Oh, yeah.
And
Alright, this will be the token that Fiamette you'll be using. That's the best token I can find.
Yeah, works
Just
for
to
me.
represent you. Who is going to be at the door? Alright,
Yes,
was it?
I'm going to.
Excellent. Excellent.
Can I search for traps first?
You can. That's your job. You
That
should do
is
it.
indeed
Perception.
my job. Come on, another nat 20. Or not. An unnat 20.
Dirty 20. Pretty much this looks like a very smooth stone door with those 3 spots for those stone keys.
Do we think they need to be in that orientation?
I don't know.
We're gonna go with yes. Are they in a line or
They're around.
around the handle?
They are around where the handle would be.
Okay, so this one, the one that looks like pie,
Pie. Like
It's-
pie.
going to go sideways
Okay.
to the left-hand side.
Okay. And it goes in.
Okay. The
Sucks
one
in.
that looks like a greater than or equal sign is gonna go to the top.
Sucks in.
And the one that looks like, I don't know, some lines is gonna go sideways to the right-hand side.
It sucks in. When it does, there's a bright, kind of glowing sensation that goes in, that kind of emanates from them, and it pulses for a few seconds, and then there's the stone door kind of raises up, revealing
I just realized something. How the orientation and everything is.
And what did you realize?
It's key.
Yep,
Ah!
literally spells key.
Well, I mean, yeah,
That's fine.
but it loops around.
Yeah, like a key.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okie dokie. That's what you guys see. Dark vision is initiated, obviously, for Ari.
Oh, for me as well.
Oh, yes. What color would you like your dark vision?
Does not matter.
I think
Blue to
I
match
have
the
you as
sapphire.
I got you like a green, like a lime
say
green.
I was going to say.
Blue to match your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at there.
And I'm going to pull out the blue magical torch that we kept.
I forgot about that.
Hey.
I did not.
The unit
Oh,
like
yeah.
A continual flame torch that we had kept.
Reveals all magical traps. Correct? Or all... Wasn't that what it was?
Oh, wait, what?
That's news to me.
Or the blue torch?
I think you're thinking of a different game.
That was another game. My apologies.
That was
I run
a
some...
different
Well,
I wish
It's
it
just a torch, people.
This one is just a torch with
I know.
that is blue.
I know. That was the that's the
was
one with
the-
one-shot thing. Never
Yeah.
mind. Moving on.
No, that revealed magic. I remember.
No. Okay.
Totally.
Yeah, that was a different game that just revealed.
So Fiamette's is going to be blue. It's going to all smear together because you're together. If you separate, it'll show you the blue will be what you see, purple is what Ari sees, and then Brian's is like the green because of the torch, I think. So there you go.
Woo!
Yep. See,
Nope.
Whoa.
Wrong.
don't go that far.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Ari's. Yeah. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
The amount of
It's what I selected, but
Yeah, they're circles.
It's there. Yeah.
and then when they all
Just
get
make it
together,
nice
they
dark
kind of
purple.
It's just
Yeah.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of goes, so there you go. What you see before you, for the listeners out there that are dying to know and saying, shut up and tell us what we see, is a long, rough stonework tunnel, 40 feet in distance. The tunnel is about 5 feet in width, kind of dirt and stone floor. There's a door on the end.
Can I get the runes back, or are they stuck?
The ruins will, as a matter of fact, they would have popped out. Like as the door begins to raise, they would have pushed them out, so they plop onto the ground. You'll be able
Grab
to pick 'em up.
those and head in.
Sure, go ahead. You got control.
And then I'm gonna check for traps before I get too far. Right there. I don't trust anything.
Now, the question, the truest, most interesting and necessary question is Fiamette still in the papoose?
Oh, that's a good question.
Did he act like I had to get out? Because if he didn't act like I had to get out,
I mean, Gorath, would you have said okay now?
I'm liking it up here.
No, she's in my...
I've never been taller. Unless it's a really low ceiling.
No. He'll be fine. Okay.
21. Not mad.
Might have taken myself out
All
of
right.
the harness and
So,
just sitting on your shoulder.
21 is going to reveal something strange.
Hopefully not where I just stepped.
No.
Okay, good to know.
Make sure to look out for bugs.
I guess I'll look up as well.
For bugs. Yes, no bugs. You quickly do that after he says that. after experiencing. You're going to notice that there is 2 spots, one on the left wall, one on the right wall. The one on the left wall looks like it's some sort of sensory rune that's kind of glowing with a little bit of arcana or magic or something like that. And then there's like a little cubby or alcove on the right that might contain something. It's hidden pretty well. It's definitely some sort of trap. And what it does...
So I wanted to find out. Go for it.
What?
You can step closer if you want.
Okay.
You already know it's there.
I will step closer.
Excellent. So when you move closer to take a better look, you can see that it is there is some sort of energy kind of built up in that little cubby. You're pretty sure it's some sort of flaming jet trap or something.
Ooh.
Yeah. It can be disarmed if you'd like to try.
I suppose so.
Okay. That is a investigation to disarm, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, good.
Finger math. Give me a dexterity saving throw, because it is not going to disarm. It is not good enough. You're going to try to avoid being crispy crittered. Everybody, watch the screen. I did a thing.
Ooh.
Fire.
Fancy.
Defense against fire. 16.
You'll take half on that. It was pretty close.
Quarter then.
So, am I taking half because I have defense, or because I...
It would be half and half, so give me a second. So you'll take a quarter. That's what I'd say. This one was a pretty decent trap. So, half of 28 is 14, half of 14 is 7.
Okay.
The trap is also, it resets. It's not one and done.
Hey, anyone else good at investigation?
Quick question.
I don't want to die.
It was a dexterity saving throw, right?
For her to get away.
Yes.
To jump back.
Check your feats and traits.
Oh, yeah.
What are
you telling me I could have uncanny dodged?
Not uncanny dodged.
No, you could have done a whole...
Evasion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can only remember...
Put an evasion sticker on your tablet
so
now.
many things!
The tablet's just going to be coated in reminders.
So what, I would have taken half of 7?
No, you took
you
0.
taken nothing.
Oh.
If you succeed a dexterity saving throw,
Yeah.
you take no damage.
Correct.
If you fail, you
I see
take
that
half.
now. Yeah, well, I guess I'll try again.
Oh, good job.
Unless someone else wants to get burnt. That works better. A nat 22.
Yeah, that disarms it. It's no longer in play. Alright, he's figured out the solution to the problem. It does take about 15 minutes or so. She's very cautious and hesitant on the second time after nearly, getting burnt.
Toasted.
Yep.
Was my trap investigation for earlier
Good
the
enough.
whole hallway, or just this
It
area?
will be good enough to catch that there are 2 more spots.
Oh my god. Okay.
Question is, now that Ari knows how to disable said traps,
They are easier to disable.
well, I was going to say, would she be able to just use her thieves' tools and everything, sleight of hand,
Oh,
in
that's a
order
good point.
to,
That's a good
as a
point.
rogue?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
So, sleight of hand?
Sure.
Okay.
Because you got all those cool things.
I do. That's a nat 37.
I will say, for the sake of time and brevity, a nat 37 is good enough to cautiously walk down the hall and disable the following 2, so you'll be able to get to the door.
Nice.
Nice one.
It does take about 30 to 45 minutes because she's cautious, but time in total, not bad. We'll say more on the 30 minutes, so if you need a short rest, anybody, you can take a short rest.
Not yet.
I'll just assume us 2 chatty Cathys are back here.
Exactly.
Going on about something.
Guess what, guys? I got all the traps done.
Yay.
Let's roll. I somehow managed not to grab all of us, even though I did the thing. Stop it! I'm trying my best. Ha! Take 3. Okay.
Yep. You'll make it to the end of the 40-foot hallway, narrow hallway, to another door.
I guess I'm gonna investigate the door as well. Make sure there's no traps on it.
Sure.
Probably smart.
Sorry you have to do work. It's not like we're just putting it into a secret vault to hide something very powerful.
It's not like you have a Goliath just walking up a mountain and then a tiefling
the door
building
looks safe.
up all your doors.
But the door looks very familiar to the ones that were in Omor's tomb. There's just a hole.
Oh, good thing I still have that other thing.
Here, Cinder will hand up
Yeah.
the Arcanist symbol. There's a round depression.
That hole. Okay.
Yes.
I was wondering which of the holes, whether it was for the Arcanist symbol or whether it was the tuning fork holes.
Both will be there. Yes. It'll be like very. So she hands up that symbol.
Nightle, and
Yep.
we'll take the tuning fork out.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, it was Arcanist symbol and depression.
Don't fuck up.
Did I have to hit the tuning fork? Okay, I hit the tuning fork on the wall or something.
Oops,
And I
as
repulsed
the-
with that, and then you had to twist
Perfect. Yep, that's exactly right. So when she drops in the Arcanist symbol into the 2-inch diameter,
it. Yeah, something like that.
Sure.
whatever, it will protrude out with a long cylindrical kind of rod from where the door handle would be. She slaps the tuning fork, places it into the 2 holes, and creates a handle. It'll turn, it'll open. Yeah, this isn't so bad, is what Cinder will
Lean over your
say.
shoulder. Whew, fascinating. Gonna have to incorporate that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Revealing.
Sandra.
Another small, about 15-foot hallway. Set of
seems
steps
suspicious.
leading up to a door.
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah,
I guess I'm looking for more traps.
you're earning your keep today.
Apparently.
We didn't keep you around for nothing.
37.
Still investigation, right? Did you say it's 47?
37.
Perception is first.
Perceptions.
Yes.
18 plus 11 for 29.
Looks good.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the further you go, you realize it is just a stone archway. There is no door at the top of the steps.
Oh,
But it does go up 10-ish or 12 feet or so, bringing you to what appears to be an intersection. Let me review. Intersection.
Ah,
Like that.
we're at the first rooms.
And it's just a cat. Ari steps directly on
And into
something.
the door archway that we walked through.
Ari, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I would have looked first.
Well, you didn't, though.
That was my time. I
Dang
moved.
it, Brian.
Not bad. I bumped into you.
Oh, no.
Push you forward. Ryan. Plus.
17. But I'm going to use evasion this time.
Are you going to dodge left, right, or straight ahead? Which is
Ooh, choices.
Countdown.
Straight ahead.
okay.
I want to do a barrel roll.
Okay. You will take half of this damage as this happens.
That's
Oh,
thank you.
Brian, you also need to make a.
I was about to say, do I get...
You do. I got new animated toys, people. Look at that. Let's do it again, just for fun. It comes up on the floor, and you're shocked. Gorath's like, this is where I always travel in the back.
Dexterity saving throw.
Correct.
That's a 2.
That's a 12 points of electric lightning damage for you.
Did I pass? Mine was 17.
Yeah, you're good. You take half. Or...
I did evasion.
Very good.
So, no. I said I
You're
was
good.
doing evasion.
I know.
Ha!
I know.
Ow!
So, there are archways.
Son of a bitch.
Don't push me aside.
Ari tumbled forward to the northern archway, and there are also archways to the west and east, seemingly leading into 2 strange chambers that appear to be empty.
Comes in super handy. Ow.
Do I want to investigate or just keep going?
Well, I'm gonna This might hurt. I'm going to peek my head around the corner. Hopefully that doesn't set off the trap again.
It does not.
Perfect. I'm going to look into each of these rooms. And we'll get our map. We'll say something doesn't quite line up.
Correct. Those look important, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like there might be possibly a hidden chamber off of this room. Each of those rooms. That could be important.
Okay.
Possibly.
Which one you want first, then?
I don't know.
Go with the left one.
We've had left. My left or your left? Are you facing backwards on Gorath?
See, that's the thing.
No, I'm sitting on his shoulder.
You always just say yes because
Then you choose.
then regardless, you were right.
Alright. Can I try? Do you want me to try and disable the trap? Or do you want me to,
Yes, disable.
jump
Yes.
over it?
You can disable.
This is a magical trap.
Ah, you're screwed.
It is.
Okay. No!
Can I try to disable the trap?
Sure.
Alright. Because I have proficiency with Thieves' Tools and Arcana. So,
Sure.
alright.
Can I look for more traps?
Sure. Perception.
Alright.
What roll do you want for me?
Go ahead and give me a well, you know where it's at. Give me an investigation.
She's a shoulder hop off of people.
Alright, that is a 22.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
What do you have on your perception?
27.
Okay. No more traps in this intersection, this T intersection. You do notice that there are Arcanist symbols that are on top of the keystones of these archways. They have a subtle glow, much like you've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
With your Thieves' Tools and your Arcanic abilities, you will be able to find a way to disarm this trap.
Okay.
Without
Well,
setting
some
off.
Thieves' Tools, you know, a little crowbar. Maybe some of my Artificers, a drill or something like that.
Possibly. It is
Pop
taken
those
care
little
of.
lodestones out. Actually, I'm going to pop them into my bag.
You may take them, yes. Let's see how many would have been. Yeah, just good to say. Nice. 2. You'll acquire 2 stones
Okay.
for this magical trap.
Okay.
Okay, what's the holdup?
Did you want to get electrocuted? Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Quite alright.
Well, then, calm down. I will go here
Go to the left.
and look for more traps in the room.
Sure.
Whatever. And hit the... Do you want me to re-roll it? Okay, never mind. Math. 15.
Looks empty.
Okay. I'm gonna walk on in.
Absolutely.
Right there.
Okay. And as for everybody else?
Fiamette, are you
follower.
following or?
I'm a follower.
I didn't know if you were gonna wait to hop back on Gorath.
No, I'm probably really interested. Actually, I probably was
Kelbrix,
on
as
his
you
shoulder
get to that
the
point
woods.
there and people start coming around, when Fiamette steps at that point, that is when this happens.
Nice.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, both of you.
How often can I use evasion?
Unfortunately, I don't
It's
think
not going to be for that.
Like
No.
this.
It says an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw. Okay.
You might only take half damage, but you might still fall.
Ooh, wait.
18.
Okay.
Is this magical in nature or all mechanical?
This is all mechanical. Yep.
Darn it. Ooh, that's not that bad. That's a 17.
Okay. 2 options, or multiple options. Ari, left, right, or straight forward.
Forward.
Okay. Give me a strength save, because you're able to leap towards the ledge, but you're going to have to try to hold on to the ledge. Fiamette, left, right, or back?
Back.
Okay, Kelbrix, she's coming to you.
14.
Catch me.
14 is going to, as you leap forward, your fingertips will hit the edge, and your body slams against it, and you just feel as you go falling down.
I would like to use my... No. Let's see, what is it? My Flash of Genius.
Okay.
To add a +5 to her roll.
Ooh. That will in turn allow, as Ari begins to fall, because she's like, hands are out, there's actually a few jutting stones that you're going to fingertip grab.
Maybe I'll just spot
So you
them
like
out to
fall
later.
5 feet,
Yeah.
and you're hanging on.
Like, hey,
You look down, and you see...
I don't want to know.
Why did it not show up?
A bunch of space.
That wasn't supposed to be like that. That's not cool.
oh.
Spider webs.
It is a spider web.
Fingertips like a goat.
No, thank you.
Fingertips like that.
I knew they were parcoat.
That is why.
There you go.
Yeah, it's this way. Okay. I know it opens, we know that. Okay. Anyway, there is a large spider web about 15 feet below you.
No, thank you.
And you hear this
I'll burn it.
Oh god, kill it with fire.
like clicking sound.
There is a straight firebolt cantrip going right down into that web.
Sure. It'll go zinging down the web. Go ahead and roll me a damage on it.
Alright.
And I'll give you double damage because it's flammable.
I climb my way out.
Alright, so 2d10. And you said double damage?
Yeah, so
Or
40
d10. Ooh. Okay, 3. That is d10. 3, 9, 18,
Oh, yeah.
21.
Yeah. Immediately, firebolt. You will have to like step back for a second because the flames will rise. Because of the flamboyantness of this, or flammable substance, or whatever. Anyway, you will hear a little bit of screeching and quiet.
Did it sound like death throw screeching?
No, it sounded like retreat.
Ugh,
Hmm.
gross. Hey, I'm right in the spot I need to be. I want to search that section of wall.
That's a perception check. And you have advantage because you're using the map.
Yay! $28.
You will find a loose stone. It'll have something etched into it. It looks like an Arcanist symbol.
I'm gonna try and press the other Arcanist symbol against it.
From
From the one I still have from Syndra.
Oh, yes.
I'm assuming
nothing
I was
happens.
just holding on to that.
Yeah, nothing happens with it. You would be, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna call back to Kelbrix. There's an Arcanist symbol.
Okay.
Don't know what to do. Can I just try and...
Can you pull it out?
It's etched in?
It is etched into the stone. The stone feels loose, but
Oh.
it doesn't push in.
Okay, well then yeah, I'll try and pull the stone out.
It doesn't pull out either.
Can I try and ding the...
You can! And guess what
Ding on
happens
it.
when you hit the tuning fork against it?
Tuning fork.
That wonderful tuning fork
Yay!
that Cinder gave you 40 episodes ago.
That
come in
you
to save-
said 20 times with just a tuning fork.
Exactly.
Throw it at it.
It will light up, sparkle with magics, and then it will reveal this
I'm definitely going to be muttering like, "Whew, I want that
small
tuning fork."
secret chamber of sorts. There's a kind of a pedestal that has a weapon lying on it, and there's a set of armor that is propped up against the wall.
Can I tell what kind of armor it is?
It looks like scale mail. It is black dragon scale.
Ooh.
Is scale mail considered heavy armor?
It is definitely heavy armor for sure.
Hey, Kelbrix, you want some new mail?
Do you want another cursed item?
The scales on this armor are as black as obsidian. My tongue got time.
And
What about the weapon?
Maybe.
What is the weapon, since Gorath is so excited?
It is a mace. It's an exquisite-looking mace.
Mm-hmm.
What is a mace considered?
It's a weapon.
Yeah.
It's a simple weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's also a mace. Can I see if me picking up either of these items is going to trigger a trap?
Perception.
You said scale, right?
It is scale mail.
17.
Nope. They're just resting there as if they were laid to rest.
Oh, damn.
Hidden away for their safekeeping. Like the Arcanist would do.
I guess I am going to take both of them and try to shimmy my way around this ball.
Walking left or up and down, north and south is fine. Shimmying left and right, yeah, that's going to take an athletics check.
Okay. This is going to be great.
Okay, I am going to pile your goodies.
Scale mail is actually a medium armor.
Okay. I have been corrected.
You do have disadvantage on its...
Yes.
Yeah.
Base ability is 14 plus 2 for your dex, but disadvantage on
Don't
stealth.
drop things down the hole.
No.
17.
Oh, that's good. She'll shimmy across. Beautiful mace in hand. Boink. Beautiful set of armor. She looks very awkward trying to carry the armor because it's, pieces, but she's able to do so. Fiamette, these just scream value and magic and coolness.
No. It's too big for you, little gnome.
You'll see a little gleam in my eye.
Well, magic items fit the size of the wearer.
I can tinker it down. It's fine.
I will ask... Do you also want a magical mace?
I'll take a second magical mace.
Or does Syndra need a magical mace?
If you guys don't want it, I'll have a lot of use for it. Just if you were...
There's probably going to be more. Just don't worry.
I could take the one that Kelbrix has, and then you could upgrade to this one, is what she says.
There you go.
How about that?
Sure.
Yeah. I was very good at wielding it when we first met.
It's very true. You are the one that enchanted it.
All right.
What it does.
I know, I'm so awesome. Don't know if I did not. Okay. Cool. Who's taking what? What are we doing? Time's a ticking.
Well, it sounds like he's taking both of them.
Huh?
Are you taking the scale mail as well?
You.
Oh, no?
No. Scale mail is actually a hindrance to me
Oh.
because with heavy armor, your dexterity doesn't have any impact. On medium and light armor, my negative modifier on my dexterity has a big impact.
Well, it would also be...
Magical, yes.
Getting caught up in the scales.
No, I'm saying... It gives you disadvantage on dex, right?
It does, yes. This is something that might be beneficial for our Goliath friend.
Gorath? Would you like some scale mail?
I'll at least put it in my backpack. How much does it weigh?
I don't know.
This one says
Standard
45.
set of, there you go, 45, 50 pounds.
Alright. Well, it's too big for my backpack. So, I'll just...
I'll put it in my backpack. / bag of holding.
Sure.
Calm down there, little gnome.
Gorath,
After I'm
might
sitting
actually
there.
be useful for you.
On the floor, like,
Scale
ooh,
mail.
look at these wonderful linking.
14 plus dex, maximum of 2. Depending on what your dex is, that would put your AC to 16.
16. I'm at 17 now, but I've got a shield out too.
Yeah, so that would put you at 18.
That would be at 18.
Plus, if it's actually magical, could be 19.
Ooh,
plus,
can I,
could have
do an
resistance.
Arcana check on
I'm sure it's
the
going
armor
to take
as
time
I'm...
to put the scale mail on, so...
Well, you...
Well, I'm gonna have to go
Would.
search this room for traps, so you have a minute at least.
I'll take the scale mail.
Okay, so you're going to take the scale mail?
Yeah.
Would you like me to roll and see if it does anything?
Can.
Or see if it's cursed.
Or see if it's cursed.
Yeah, look at it.
No one can actually tell if it's cursed.
Anything will
Fiamette is like wrapped around it anyway. It's like, such detailed
I'm going
craftsmanship.
to carry it or I'm going to wear it.
Okay, well, I still have a +9 on that, so that is a 17.
This is definitely a fine piece of armor. It looks as if these are actual obsidian black dragon scales that have been used in crafting this armor. You're going to be able to probably determine that this is a advantage against dragon kind. So it will reduce damages. It's the best you can get from it. Without doing an identification. Sorry.
These are actual black dragon scales, so probably would resist some, dragon magic, just natural type of immunity.
We're not dealing with dragons, we're dealing with obsidian people.
No, we're probably gonna be dealing with dragons, Gorath.
Obsidian is a stone. I keep telling you that.
Okay.
We fought a stone man.
They're obsidian scales.
Alright, be careful. That's what Cinder will say.
I'm going to stand there and
How long
also
does it take
look
for
for
the scale
traps.
mail?
It tells it I don't remember, 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, I think it's 10
on
minutes.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes to take your
Yeah.
stuff off, 10 to put it on, 20 minutes.
To doth.
15.
Well, you need to don it.
Another empty room.
Doff is taken off.
I am
Dawn and Doff.
going to step right here
Yep,
and then step to the side.
sure.
Has anything happened so far?
Nope.
Be like, hey, Sandra, you may not want to come in yet.
I'm staying right here.
Is there a
Just be careful.
Don't believe
Special-
myself.
Is there a special name for this that I would be looking up, or is this going to be custom?
It is going to be a custom set of armor. I think I
There is
put it-
dragons. That's a black dragon scale mail black.
That would be correct.
Okay.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Have I died yet?
Not yet. You're still going well.
Okay.
Yep.
Where do I need to go?
Everything is good. All good.
Boop.
Good.
I will examine the wall again.
Yep. Advantage, you know what to look for.
Advantage,
If it's the same thing.
Unnat 20.
Nailed it. Found it.
I'll ding the tuning fork again.
Ding, ding, ding.
Just collecting.
Door opens up. More hidden items. Selected. It appears to be a scimitar and a unique looking robe that is kind of hung on a hook. Has beautiful star motif all over this robe.
Interesting.
Yep.
Can I try and see what it is?
You can certainly attempt to try.
What is the rolling?
It would be an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know what it is, but I'll try anyway.
It'll take a lot.
7!
Nope. It looks like a beautiful robe, finely made, and a beautiful looking scimitar.
Some fancy items. I'll go ahead and take them and make my way back along the edge of the room.
Sure. Collected them.
5 minutes to put on your armor. Nope.
So, hey,
Sorry.
get out of here.
Did not mean to hit the... No.
Just to make sure we're working with the same thing, black versus obsidian, because I know some... This is special action can't be used against... it's resistant to acid.
Correct.
This, so we're going to keep this.
Yes, correct.
Okay, alright.
I just renamed it.
Obsidian.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to ask Syndra if she knows what either of the items are.
Well, that's a scimitar and a robe of stars, I believe.
And what does that do?
I would have to recall on my abilities as a Arcanist / weaver, not weaver, threader, thank you. If B and B Dion will load for me, I will gladly tell you. It wasn't, oh, look at there, it loads now. Wasn't loading earlier.
Room stars.
It is Room of Stars. She knows that. She's seen them. She's handled it before. Actually, I'm going to take them off. Okay.
I'm not going to put it on yet because it requires a 2 minute. There's no point that well.
I mean, you could put it on and just don't get the effects until
Yeah.
you tune to it, which would be wearing it.
Yeah.
She is going to roll her Arcana check, and she has a 20. She knows that the scimitar is very light and agile. It seems to be very quick. This possibly could be a scimitar of speed, or a scimitar of speed. The robe is the robe of stars, but she has not been privy to any of how they work. They're definitely very valuable and illegal to own, is what she'll say.
Well, I'm all about illegal.
I know you are.
I will keep that.
Okay.
All of these are very illegal.
Items.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll hold on to the scimitar as well for now.
Okie dokie.
I may not.
Yeah.
For...
Yeah, I'll take the mace, hand over, send her mace.
Okay. Maces are exchanged. Beautiful. What's next?
More rooms.
Speed, you said?
More rooms. And who knows what else?
I guess I'm. Does it look like the Arcanist symbols can be taken out of the?
That's a good question, and no, they are engraved into the keystones.
Okay, then no, I will go there and search that hallway for traps.
Sure. It's a good old-fashioned dungeon crawl.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So exciting.
29.
Trap-free. It's the way to be.
Assuming Gorath's still doing his.
I'm trying to fit. This buckle's here. Maybe this strap goes here.
Takes 5 minutes for medium armor.
Go there
Not too bad.
and then search that area.
Don't look at me.
Are you naked over there, Gorath?
My gentle bits.
Oh, God. It only smells because I've been wearing leather.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Alright. As for everyone else in the party, Sidra and Ari are heading into another chamber. What is everyone else doing?
I'll fall behind. At my own peril.
I'm going to just slightly peek over the edge, just seeing if the spider has started coming back up this hole.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Gotta get closer to do that.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
Beautiful perception. 8.
You see no spider, but the 8 will allow you, since you have the blue flame torch out, it will allow you to see there is like this kind of like right over here in that wall about 15 feet down, there's like a cubby or a cove that's kind of hollowed out.
Gross.
But you don't see no spider.
Should climb down and see if there's any treasure.
Oh no. Something for the best.
What's wrong with good things, right?
Try what gathered up all the skeletons.
Do I need to roll again for that?
No, you're good.
Area?
That covered the entire area.
Okay. Then
Gorath, your armor is donned.
Done.
go to this door here.
You will, I will soon move up with the party.
I will go.
Kelbrix, I'm assuming you're rejoining as well.
Yep.
Okay. There's a door.
There is a door.
There is a door. It is locked. There is a 2-inch diameter hole where the door handle would be. Inserting in the Arcanist symbol, dinging on the tuning fork,
Ding.
you will open said door.
Same person.
Reveal. Is that quiver of arrows.
Good thing I can't shoot a bow.
You might be able to now.
Does anyone else have a bow?
These arrows you might be able to shoot.
Okay, I'll take the arrows.
Okay, arrows are required.
Do they look fancy?
They are indeed very fancy looking.
Sandra, do these look fancy?
They look elvish made.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, those look exquisite. I'm not sure. Wait, there's a little symbol on the heads, is what she says. They look like little skulls. Interesting.
Fancy.
Oh.
I'll figure that out later.
Yes, trial and error always works.
Yep, can't wait to shoot something.
These
and
are
miss.
Fancy arrows.
This
is where he gets them.
Maybe.
Second verse, same as the
First.
first two, I guess.
You will easily open this door as it is the same way, placing in the symbol, striking the tuna fork, and it is an empty chamber.
Oh, sad.
Oh, bummer.
Hey, little gnome, do you want to go in the doorway?
You want to go into the empty room? Kick close. All right. Gnome is taking care of it.
Okay, this is the door as well.
Same way, you insert the symbol, strike the tuning fork, opening the door, and voila.
That
I would
looks
like to investigate the little room that we didn't think anything was in.
Sure.
She's going to go and find something that was invisible.
Yeah, probably.
That's a 24.
You do find something in there. The very back wall. It looks like a stone that can be pressed inward.
Might regret this, but I'm going to push it.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to back out and I'm a mage hand and have the mage hand push it.
Oh,
Nice.
well played. So you would sorry. Jump back, cast Mage Hand. Mage Hand will move. It'll press against. How much weight can this one? Is this like the upgraded Mage Hand, or are we at the like 10-pound push pull or something?
I think it's just the base one.
Okay.
So 5.
It's 5 pounds. Okay. If it is.
I think it's 5 pounds.
Mage hand, let's see.
Oh. A long time since I've had mage hand.
10 pounds.
Yeah. It'll press the stone, and all of a sudden there's this glowing light that kind of lights up in a circle about 5 feet, and it's going to do a rush of energy, of arcanic energy, straight to the ceiling, and then there's just kind of wisps of sparkly energy left. Mage Hand is gone.
Pretty.
Maybe. You will see the residence of our arcanic runes on the floor, and they start to glow a little bit, and then they fade away. And the stone goes right back out.
Interesting. Little trap in here. Feel like there's something more in here.
Do you want one of us to come back and look?
Do they hear a whoosh?
Yeah, everybody in that room will see a bright flash and hear that rush of arcanic energy. And as soon as you glance over just to see a light, it's like faded. You'll see kind of the arcanic runes. I'll tell you what. Give me a. Give me an insight check. Everybody, all three of the OC there, the original crew.
Time check. 12.
I rolled a nat 1 plus 8 for 9.
17.
Ironically enough, Gorath says, well, this looks like those dwarven teleportation things that we saw way back in the Green Coast Landing. Remember how they charge you for your horses?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
A teleportation spell.
Possibly.
This one?
Yeah.
Who wants to be teleported?
That's a good question.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I initially thought. Yeah.
How about we come back to it in a moment?
Sure. Hopefully we can.
Yeah, unless we die
don't
first.
die.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess just move forward.
All right.
Oh, I opened that door, but I hadn't
Moved forward.
searched the room yet.
Currently, what you see is a kind of a dais that is roughly kind of like a roundish square. Like the corners are knobbed in the center of this chamber. There are 3 blue kind of oil lanterns that are resting on this kind of raised pillar in the center, and there are steps on all 4 cardinal directions kind of leading up to this pillar. You can see across the way, Ari, there is a statue of a celestial female. There is a couple other coves. You think you see maybe a statue in this left or western cove of a human, maybe?
We're gonna look at traps.
Sure, perception.
18.
18 is solid. There doesn't appear to be any traps. Stepping in, all's well. These are indeed statues. This is definitely a human male. This is when you come in and get a better look, this is actually a male celestial being and a male Asimar or Asimar.
Male Asimar.
This is a young version of Vyessa.
Okay.
And you know it's Favian, Umor, and Vyessa. They fill the entire cubbies. They are made of... At first glance, they almost look like silver, but when you look, they're made of platinum. And they're 6 foot plus tall. These things are, like, ridiculously valuable. Like, and they're also ridiculously heavy and awkward.
How do I get this in my bag of holding?
In pieces.
Pretty sure that weighs more than what your bag of holding can carry. Just one of those.
So, moving in closer, you're also going to notice several things. There is moving to that point, you're going to notice, like, on the face of that pillar that has the blue flame kind of lantern lit, there is a square hole that is
under
right there.
Pillar?
Yep.
Or under the flame?
You also notice resting on this ledge of the pillar here, there is a larger than the Arcanist focus, of a round, probably like double the size of the focus, the Arcanist focus, a round depression.
How big was the chime of opening I got?
The chime of opening was like a rod.
Okay, so
Yeah.
not...
No. No, this looks like kind of like a mug or something kind of with a sturdier round kind of base or core. And then if you traverse kind of casually
That's not
around...
twice the size. It's like the same size.
Not the same size.
Okay, it's larger, but it's not quite that big. Okay, so it's... He's saying yes.
It's the same.
It's God is saying yes.
God says yes. And then there is also around each one of these here to the north and to the east on the pillar where the blue flame lanterns are kind of resting on the ledge. Just below them is these square depressions.
Well, Hourglass Keeper. You gonna freak out after you put it in that hole?
That's what she said.
Alright,
Probably even keep your hand on it.
yeah, that's fine. We can do it. Just debating on doing something else first.
Would you like to do something else first?
It would take about 10 minutes. I don't know if I have what I need. Unfortunately, I don't have what I need.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm going to start putting the runes in the same order that I put them on the door, underneath each blade, or each flame, sorry.
Okay, so drop one in. Take a look at the map. Or let me see the map. Make sure they're the same.
I followed that map when I put them in.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. So absolutely, yes, one at a time. They will do the exact same thing as they did on the door. And as this all takes place, there is going to be a giant orb of blue swirling energy that is going to appear just above the pedestal within grasp or reaching. As the flames will literally like draw to it, and then it just begins to build into this kind of like blue gaseous orb that just continues to swirl and rotate above the pedestal.
Huh.
I don't like that, is what Central will say.
Terrifying at all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What is everybody else doing?
Well, unfortunately, I would assume I'm right here. I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Probably checking out the statues, and I don't know when the misty stuff starts. Probably turning around to look at that.
Just
Okay.
probably over to this point at this part. Start here, went around.
Gorath. What are you doing? He's asleep. His eyes open. Okay. What should we do? That's what Cinder will say, looking around. If you've met it, you can definitely see this. This is the most intriguing thing you've seen in a little bit. It's literally just this arcanic energy that is just amassed and just created itself from
nothing.
Yeah. It's
it
almost looks like moving, shifting sand.
Ooh.
But not.
Moving, shifting crystal dust?
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
I'm definitely going to be checking this out.
Sure.
One piece left.
24.
So you step up and you move. It's a little difficult because you're height challenged.
Yeah.
But you are able to see that this is some sort of really finite crystal. And you kind of like put your hand close to it, but not like really close to it. And you can feel the vibes. Like there's something powerful.
Am I getting the same sense from this that I got from the...
I would say yes. Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I definitely think this is the same properties. Where's that tipsy-turvy thing?
It's literally right here in my hand.
Oh. You're like, I never go home with that. Yes. I'll take a look at that, kind of twist it a bit, and go back over. Like, I do believe these are the same. Wonder what happened if you touched them.
So, at the moment, most of the sand is probably at the bottom or top?
It's probably most at the top.
At the top?
Yep.
Okay. So I will set it down with sand at the top into the depression.
Okay. As you do, it just sits there.
Flip it over.
Yeah. Flip it over.
Okay. As you place it down, turning it over, shooting out from around like the base of it are going to be almost like these stone talons of a dragon. And they grab the bottom, and it begins to pulse. The sand stops moving. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Freak out because now he can't get it back.
No, it's nope.
Okay. It rests there currently, locked into place by these talons.
Give it a twist.
I don't want
As I'm sitting there hopping up and down. Give it a twist.
Is anything else happening?
That's it.
I'm going to reach over and ding the top of the hourglass
Ooh.
with the tuning fork.
Okay. Nothing will happen. The sand, the blue kind of crystallized sand, will kind of
Freak out?
gets, and then it slows down as the tune goes away, but nothing happens with the hourglass.
I'm just going to be standing there for a minute, just thinking to myself.
You reached up to the orb, but you didn't touch it.
Correct.
Correct.
I'm gonna touch it.
You touch it?
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay.
So brave.
It's gone. You look and she's like, poof, gone.
Ari's gone?
Yeah, gone. She's not even on the screen.
Huh. Fascinating.
What does everybody else do at this moment?
Did you see me touch it?
I think everybody, maybe not Kelbrix, but I think everybody else would have watched you. Like,
Good. Just making sure.
Yes, the dangers of touching things in dungeons.
You know, it's funny.
Have I seen you writing around the basement? Writing on the walls?
Nope.
I decided I wasn't going to need sending for anything. And I was in the middle of thinking about trying to commune with Cillian.
I mean, you still can.
Yay, I'm right here.
Chilling there.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do? Like, Cinder's gonna be like, oh my god! And she's gonna run up and touch it too.
She's not the brightest one in the party, is she?
And
She says, well, love makes you do stupid things.
aww.
So cute.
Yeah, Pete.
And I'm gonna reach out. And I'm gonna reach out and touch it.
Oh, yeah, you do. And poof, gone. Gorath, what's going through your brain?
As it's dark now.
It's not
Is
dark. I can't see.
You can see the blue energy. Is that light? Because otherwise Gorath is blind.
No, it's
yeah.
the chamber is illuminated.
Okay.
Yeah, it is giving off light.
Okay.
Well, I can't see if I go back that way, because I guess we're just going to go this way. And then I'm going to...
Oh my god, he literally does. Okay. He has gone Fiamette. We literally just met these people a day. And they've all just poofed away to God knows what.
I like these people.
So you're left there alone.
Is the hourglass still
It's still
here?
there, still in the same position.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch the hourglass.
Okay. Can I twist it? Nothing?
Which
Can I pop it out?
direction do you want to go?
Left.
So that'd be clockwise, right?
I don't know. Left.
So turning left would be clockwise of your face. So yeah, as you do, what you will notice is that happens, the sand that was kind of stopped begins to pour extremely fast. You begin to start feeling like really weak as you watch your nails begin to grow, your hair starts to grow. You look at the statues as they start
I
to...
twisted the other way.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh, fuck. Wait, does this does it count for anything alchemical in any way, shape,
It
or
is
form?
not alchemical, unfortunately. What you got?
That one?
Oh. You begin to turn, and instead of turning it, you force it further clockwise as you now begin to feel as if you've aged 5 years. Things are growing and going at a faster and faster rate.
Okay.
You got one more shot before you literally turn into old.
I am going to cast Enhance Ability, Bull Strength on myself.
Okay.
And, here we go.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Yeah, it's fine. This is how Fiamette eats. I just got a tavern. I'll have 20.
Okay. So with all your gnomish strength, you bear down, putting your feet against whatever thing you can brace, and you start to twist it backwards. It will then go back to the starting position, and it'll spin around. You feel yourself be like everything reverses. The sand goes up in the opposite direction. Your hair begins to kind of revert. Your skin returns to its kind of young, youthful state. You also begin to notice these apparitions kind of taking place as they look like the statues, only like ghosts or memories. And you're seeing how everything was constructed, but it's going at a really rapid pace. And as you do that, the statues will disappear. The statues will disappear as they have been. You watch them be deconstructed, and a doorway will appear right here into this wall. But it is locked. It has a special way to open it.
Like any other keyholes and things that I noticed on.
Just like you've been watching Ari open them.
I should have grabbed that tuning fork.
The hourglass will also. The hourglass, the claw will retract, and the hourglass is freestanding.
But everything's gone.
The statues are gone. As they literally were deconstructed, and this like reversal of like Superman 2 reversal of time or whatever.
Very far in the past right now.
Are you?
Am I?
I don't know.
But the swirling crystal dust is still happening?
It's still there. Do you take the hourglass?
No.
Okay.
Learn that much.
As you study this door and what to do, and knowing what you need to do, but you don't have the tools to do it.
I know.
This is when you guys will appear. Like right after another. As you see before you, a massive, square, gelatinous cube. There are no doors. There are no windows. It is just a, like, what is it, octagon or hexagon?
Yeah.
Hexagon. Or an octagon. An octagon. Inside this gelatinous cube are the rotting corpses of previous people it's devoured, and a ornate but beautiful looking dagger that looks like
That's the thing we need.
this. To derp. It is also designed in dragon motif, but it is secured inside the center of the gelatinous cube. And that is where we will stop this lengthy chapter of our tale.